Your future is not defined by the ruins of yesterday. It is shaped by the decisions you make today. Wake up. Don't let your mistakes, your losses, or your fears dictate the rest of your life. Rebuilding starts with vision. See beyond the pain. See the person you were meant to be. The Creator placed within you the ability to rise, to create, to rebuild. You are not a victim of your circumstances. You are an architect of your destiny. Clear out the debris, bitterness, regret, and self-pity, and lay a foundation of purpose. Build with discipline and faith. Brick by brick, challenges will come, but each storm makes you stronger, more resilient. Your life is a gift, a work in progress. Wake up and rebuild, because the world is waiting for the masterpiece you were designed to be. Your past does not define your future. This is one of the most liberating truths you can embrace. Many people spend their lives trapped in cycles of regret, shame, or bitterness because they allow their past experiences to dictate who they are and where they're going. They wear the mistakes of yesterday like heavy chains, dragging them into every new day. But those mistakes, those failures, do not hold the power to determine the rest of your life unless you give them that authority. The power to break free lies within your hands. The reality is, we all have a past. Every single one of us has encountered setbacks, made poor choices, or endured painful circumstances that left scars. Some people carry the weight of financial failure, broken relationships, missed opportunities, or personal shortcomings. Others have endured traumas inflicted by circumstances beyond their control. While those experiences may have shaped you, they do not define you. They do not have the final word. The problem arises when we internalize these past experiences and allow them to form the lens through which we view ourselves. You might look in the mirror and see the reflection of a failed entrepreneur, a neglected spouse, a struggling parent, or someone who missed their chance. That narrative becomes the script playing in your mind, and before you know it, you start living as though that story is the only one you're allowed to write. But you must realize that the power of the past only persists when you let it dominate your mind and actions in the present. Transformation begins with a decision. The moment you decide that your past is a chapter, not the whole book, you begin to regain control of your life. It's like walking out of a fog and seeing the horizon for the first time. You might still feel the weight of disappointment or guilt, but you now understand that those feelings don't have to shape your identity or limit your potential. This clarity of thought is a turning point. The process of releasing your past requires self-awareness and intentional effort. It's not about denying what happened, it's about reframing it. Your past can serve as a teacher, not a tormentor. Every failure carries a lesson, and every setback contains wisdom for your journey forward. Instead of seeing yourself as a victim of your circumstances, begin to see yourself as a survivor, as someone who endured and still has the strength to rise. This shift in perspective takes courage. It requires you to confront the stories you've been telling yourself and decide whether they serve you. Have you been repeating narratives of inadequacy or defeat? If so, challenge them. Speak truth to those lies. Remind yourself that no one is perfect, and every person who has achieved something meaningful has had to overcome their own set of challenges. The difference lies in their refusal to let the past dictate their future. Forgiveness also plays a critical role in this process. For many, the heaviest burden of the past is tied to unresolved pain, whether inflicted by others or by oneself. Forgiving those who hurt you and forgiving yourself for your mistakes is not about excusing the harm, but about releasing its grip on your life. When you hold on to resentment or guilt, you're giving your past free rent in your present. Letting go liberates you to move forward unencumbered. The next step is to reimagine your future. If your past doesn't define you, then what does? The answer lies in your actions today and your vision for tomorrow. You have the power to set new goals, adopt new habits, and build a new identity. It's not about erasing your history, it's about using it as a foundation for growth. Think of your past as raw material. The broken pieces can become a mosaic of strength, wisdom, and resilience if you choose to use them creatively. Every day is an opportunity to take one step away from who you were and one step closer to who you want to be. It won't be easy and it won't happen overnight, but as you take consistent action, you'll begin to notice a change. Your perspective will shift, your confidence will grow, and the things that once seemed impossible will start to feel within reach. Remember, no matter how difficult or dark your past may seem, it is not a life sentence. It is simply one part of your story. You're not your mistakes, your failures, or the pain you've endured. You are a dynamic, evolving being with the ability to choose your next steps and redefine what your life will look like moving forward. Vision is the starting point of rebuilding. Everything begins with the ability to see beyond where you are and imagine where you could be. Without vision, life becomes a cycle of reacting to circumstances instead of proactively shaping them. Vision is what allows you to see possibilities instead of limitations, potential instead of failure, and hope instead of despair. It is the inner picture that guides your decisions, actions, and ultimately the course of your life. When you're rebuilding your life, it's easy to feel overwhelmed by the brokenness around you. The rubble of past mistakes, setbacks, or challenges can obscure your ability to see what's ahead. But this is where vision becomes essential. You must look beyond the present chaos and fix your eyes on what you want to create. Vision is not about ignoring your current reality. It's about refusing to let that reality confine you. It's about planting the seeds of something greater in your mind and nurturing them until they grow into tangible outcomes. The first step in developing vision is giving yourself permission to dream. Many people stop dreaming because they've been conditioned to think their aspirations are unrealistic or that their circumstances make progress impossible. They've been told to be realistic or to settle for less. But vision requires breaking free from those mental limits. It's about reconnecting with your ability to imagine a better future, even when there's no evidence yet that it's possible. To create a powerful vision, you need to be specific. It's not enough to say, I want my life to get better or I want to be successful. What does better look like to you? What does success mean in your terms? The more clearly you define your vision, the more actionable it becomes. Vague ideas lead to vague outcomes, but a well-defined vision gives you a roadmap to follow. Take time to sit down, reflect, and articulate what you truly desire in every area of your life, your relationships, career, health, personal growth, and purpose. Your vision should also inspire you. It should ignite a sense of passion and urgency within you. A vision that doesn't move you emotionally is not strong enough to sustain you through the challenges of rebuilding. Think about what excites you, what brings you joy, and what aligns with your values. Let those things shape your vision. When your goals are tied to your deepest passions, you'll find the energy and determination to pursue them even when the journey gets tough. Another critical aspect of vision is belief. You must believe that what you envision is possible. This belief doesn't have to be perfect or unshakable at first. It simply has to exist. Many people struggle with this because their past experiences have taught them to expect failure or disappointment. But belief is like a muscle. It grows stronger the more you exercise it. Start by affirming that you are capable of creating change, that you have the strength and resilience to build something new. Over time, this belief will reinforce your vision and propel you forward. Vision also requires action. It's not enough to simply imagine a better future. You must take concrete steps toward it. Even the smallest actions, when done consistently, can create momentum. Each step you take builds confidence and brings your vision closer to reality. The key is to start where you are with what you have. Don't wait for perfect conditions or for everything to fall into place. Vision thrives on movement, and every action you take affirms your commitment to the future you see. Obstacles are inevitable, but they don't have to derail your vision. In fact, challenges often refine and strengthen your sense of purpose. When difficulties arise, revisit your vision and remind yourself why you started. Let your vision anchor you in moments of doubt or discouragement. Instead of seeing obstacles as reasons to quit, view them as opportunities to grow and adapt. Vision gives you the perspective to rise above temporary setbacks and stay focused on the bigger picture. Surrounding yourself with the right environment is also crucial for maintaining vision. The people you associate with, the information you consume, and the habits you cultivate all play a role in shaping your mindset. If you want to rebuild your life, surround yourself with individuals who inspire and challenge you to think bigger. Seek out books, podcasts, or other resources that align with your vision and keep you motivated. Create daily routines that reinforce your goals and keep your vision at the forefront of your mind. Lastly, remember that vision is dynamic. It evolves as you grow and gain new experiences. Be open to refining and expanding your vision as you learn more about yourself and what's possible. Flexibility doesn't mean compromising your dreams. It means staying adaptable and receptive to new opportunities that align with your ultimate purpose. Vision is not a static picture. It's a living, breathing force that guides you toward the best version of yourself. Clear out the mental and emotional debris. This is a crucial step in rebuilding your life, as holding on to unnecessary baggage from the past can cloud your vision and hinder your progress. The debris of regret, anger, guilt, and self-doubt can accumulate over time, creating mental clutter that weighs you down. If you're serious about starting fresh, you have to clear away what no longer serves you and make space for the new. Mental debris often comes in the form of negative thoughts or limiting beliefs. These thoughts might stem from experiences where you felt inadequate, failed, or were criticized by others. Over time, they can become ingrained patterns that play on a loop in your mind, telling you that you're not good enough or that change is impossible. These beliefs don't reflect reality. They are distortions born from past pain. The first step to clearing them is to recognize when they arise. Pay attention to the narrative in your mind and challenge it when it's rooted in negativity or fear. Replacing those thoughts with affirmations of your worth and potential can begin to shift your mindset. Emotional debris, on the other hand, comes from unresolved feelings and experiences that linger in your heart. These might include anger from betrayal, sadness from loss, or guilt over mistakes you've made. If left unchecked, these emotions can build walls around you, keeping you stuck in the past. Clearing emotional debris requires that you confront and process these feelings rather than suppressing or avoiding them. This might mean journaling, talking with a trusted friend or counselor, or simply allowing yourself the time and space to sit with your emotions and understand them. Letting yourself feel is the beginning of releasing what no longer belongs in your life. Forgiveness plays a powerful role in clearing emotional debris. Forgiving others, even when they don't deserve it, isn't about excusing their actions. It's about freeing yourself from the weight of resentment. Carrying anger or bitterness doesn't harm the person who wronged you. It only harms you. When you forgive, you're choosing to let go of the power that pain holds over your life. The same goes for self-forgiveness. Many people carry guilt for their own mistakes, holding themselves hostage to a past they cannot change. But forgiveness is an act of grace that allows you to move forward, knowing you've learned from your errors and are committed to doing better. Clearing out mental and emotional debris also involves cutting ties with toxic influences. These could be relationships, environments, or habits that drain your energy and hold you back. It's difficult to rebuild your life when you're constantly surrounded by negativity or people who don't support your growth. Evaluating your connections and making the tough decision to step away from those that don't align with your vision can be liberating. This doesn't mean abandoning everyone who challenges you. Healthy relationships often involve constructive criticism, but it does mean recognizing when someone's presence consistently brings you down or keeps you stuck. Your physical environment can also contribute to the clutter in your mind. If you're living in chaos, it can be a reflection of internal disarray. Taking the time to organize your space and create an environment that inspires clarity and calm can have a profound impact on your mental state. Decluttering your surroundings, whether it's your home, workspace, or even your digital life, can help you feel lighter and more in control of your journey. Clearing out debris doesn't happen overnight. It's a process that requires patience and persistence. Some days it might feel like you're making progress, while on others the weight of the past may feel overwhelming. That's normal. The key is to stay committed to the process, knowing that each step you take brings you closer to freedom and clarity. Practicing mindfulness can help you stay present and grounded during this time. By focusing on the here and now, you can prevent yourself from getting lost in the what-ifs of the past or the fears of the future. Another important element of clearing debris is gratitude. It may seem counterintuitive, but gratitude helps to shift your focus from what's broken to what remains strong. It allows you to appreciate the lessons, experiences, and people that have shaped you, even when they came through pain. Gratitude doesn't ignore the difficulties, it simply gives you the perspective to see that even in the midst of challenges, there is something to be thankful for. This perspective helps you release the heaviness of regret and embrace the possibility of renewal. Clearing mental and emotional debris is not just about removing the negative, it's also about replacing it with positive practices that nurture your well-being. Meditation, exercise, creative expression, and meaningful connections can all help fill the space once occupied by the weight of the past. These habits not only help you heal, but also prepare you for the work of rebuilding, giving you the strength and resilience needed to move forward. Purpose is the foundation of a new life. When you begin to rebuild, purpose becomes the guiding force that shapes your decisions and directs your efforts. Without purpose, rebuilding becomes aimless, like constructing a house without a blueprint. Purpose gives your actions meaning and provides clarity about why you're doing what you're doing. It becomes the solid ground upon which you can construct a life that is not only functional but fulfilling. Purpose is not something that is handed to you. It is something you discover. It often comes from within, born out of your unique experiences, talents, and passions. To identify your purpose, you must take the time to reflect on what truly matters to you. What drives you? What are the values and principles that you want to base your life on? Purpose is deeply personal, and it often arises from a combination of self-awareness and a desire to contribute something meaningful to the world around you. When you are rebuilding your life, purpose serves as a stabilizing force. Life's challenges and uncertainties can easily throw you off course, but a strong sense of purpose keeps you anchored. It provides a reason to keep going when things get tough. Purpose reminds you of the bigger picture and helps you maintain focus even in the face of obstacles. It transforms setbacks into stepping stones because you know that every struggle is part of a larger journey towards something meaningful. Purpose also fuels motivation. When you have a clear sense of why you're doing something, you are far more likely to persevere and give your best effort. This is especially important rebuilding, as the process can be exhausting and overwhelming at times. Purpose gives you the energy to push through those moments, knowing that your efforts are not in vain. It creates a sense of urgency and passion that drives you forward, even when progress feels slow or uncertain. Discovering purpose often requires looking beyond yourself. While personal growth and achievement are important, purpose tends to flourish when it involves serving others or contributing to something greater than yourself. This could mean using your experiences to help others who are going through similar struggles, creating something that benefits your community, or simply being a source of positivity and inspiration to those around you. When you align your actions with a purpose that extends beyond your individual needs, you tap into a deeper level of fulfillment and meaning. Purpose also brings clarity to your priorities. When you know what truly matters to you, it becomes easier to say no to distractions and focus on what aligns with your goals. This is particularly important during the rebuilding process, as you may be tempted to take on too much or lose sight of your original vision. Purpose acts as a filter, helping you identify what is worth your time and energy and what isn't. It simplifies decision-making and reduces the noise in your life, allowing you to channel your efforts toward what truly matters. Another aspect of purpose is its ability to foster resilience. When you are deeply connected to your purpose, you become more adaptable and better equipped to handle adversity. Life is unpredictable, and rebuilding often involves unexpected challenges. But purpose gives you the strength to face these challenges with determination and creativity. It shifts your mindset from one of victimhood into one of empowerment, reminding you that every difficulty is an opportunity to grow and learn. Purpose is not always something you find immediately. For many, it emerges gradually through reflection and experience. You may need to try different paths, experiment with new opportunities, and explore various interests before your purpose becomes clear. That's okay. The process of seeking purpose is just as valuable as the destination. Each step you take, each lesson you learn, brings you closer to understanding what drives you and how you can use that understanding to shape your life. While purpose provides direction, it also leaves room for flexibility. Life is dynamic, and as you grow, your purpose may evolve. This is not a sign of failure or inconsistency, but of maturity and adaptability. Purpose is not a rigid destination. It is a guiding principle that adapts to your circumstances and continues to inspire you as you move forward. It allows you to navigate change with confidence, knowing that your actions are aligned with something meaningful. Purpose is not about perfection, it's about progress and alignment. You don't need to have every detail figured out to start rebuilding with purpose. What matters is that you are intentional in your efforts and that each step you take brings you closer to the life you want to create. Purpose doesn't eliminate the challenges of life, but it gives those challenges meaning, making the journey worthwhile. Rebuild with discipline and faith. These two elements work hand in hand, forming a powerful combination that ensures progress and resilience as you work toward creating a better life. Discipline provides the structure and consistency needed to take action, while faith sustains your motivation and belief in the outcome, even when the path ahead is uncertain. Together they create a foundation strong enough to support the life you're building, no matter how difficult the process may be. Discipline is the framework that turns dreams into reality. It is the ability to stay committed to your goals and take consistent action, even when you don't feel like it. Rebuilding your life requires more than just a vision or good intentions. It demands effort, focus, and persistence. Discipline keeps you on track, reminding you that progress often comes from the small, repetitive steps you take each day. It's waking up early to work on your goals, showing up for yourself even when it's inconvenient, and pushing through discomfort to achieve something meaningful. Developing discipline starts with creating clear routines and habits that align with your goals. When you establish routines, you reduce the mental energy needed to make decisions each day, allowing you to focus on the actions that matter most. For example, if you're rebuilding your health, discipline might involve committing to a daily exercise routine and making intentional food choices. If you're rebuilding your career, it could mean dedicating time each day to learning new skills or networking. Whatever your goals, discipline ensures that your actions are deliberate and purposeful. Discipline also requires setting boundaries. When you're rebuilding, distractions and competing priorities can easily pull you off course. It's important to identify what truly matters and protect your time and energy from things that don't serve your purpose. This might mean saying no to activities or people that don't align with your vision or limiting your exposure to negative influences. Discipline is not just about doing what needs to be done. It's also about avoiding what could derail your progress. While discipline focuses on action, faith addresses the mindset and belief system that fuels those actions. Faith is the conviction that even if you can't see the entire path ahead, every step you take is leading you closer to your desired outcome. It's the belief that your efforts are not in vain and that the challenges you face have a purpose. Faith allows you to persevere through uncertainty, setbacks, and moments of doubt because you trust that something greater is at work. Faith is especially important during the rebuilding process because it gives you the courage to take risks and step into the unknown. When you're starting over, there are no guarantees, and the fear of failure can be paralyzing. But faith reminds you that growth comes from taking those first uncertain steps and trusting the process. It shifts your focus from what could go wrong to what could go right, empowering you to move forward with confidence and hope. Faith also fosters patience. Rebuilding your life doesn't happen overnight, and there will be times when progress feels slow or invisible. It's easy to become frustrated or discouraged when the results of your efforts aren't immediately apparent. But faith teaches you to trust in the timing of your journey. It reminds you that every seed you plant takes time to grow and that the work you're doing now will bear fruit in the future. This patience allows you to stay committed, even when you're not yet seeing the outcomes you desire. Discipline and faith are deeply interconnected. Discipline keeps you moving forward, while faith gives you the reason to keep going. When you combine the two, you create a powerful cycle of action and belief. Each step you take builds your confidence and reinforces your faith, which in turn strengthens your discipline and motivates you to continue. This cycle creates momentum, allowing you to overcome challenges and stay focused on your goals. There will be moments when discipline feels difficult, when you don't have the motivation or energy to stay consistent. In these times, faith becomes your anchor. It reminds you of why you started and reassures you that your efforts are meaningful. Similarly, there will be times when doubt creeps in and shakes your faith. In those moments, discipline becomes your tool for moving forward. By continuing to take action, even when your belief wavers, you prove yourself that progress is possible and rebuild your confidence. Cultivating discipline and faith is an ongoing process. It requires daily commitment and a willingness to adapt as you grow. You might need to adjust your routines, refine your goals, or find new sources of inspiration along the way. Both discipline and faith are skills that develop over time, and each day presents an opportunity to strengthen them. They're not about perfection, they are about persistence and trust. Together they create the foundation you need to rebuild your life with purpose and determination. Surround yourself with the right people. The company you keep has a profound impact on your ability to rebuild and thrive. The people in your life can either lift you up or pull you down, encourage you or discourage you, inspire growth or foster stagnation. When you are in the process of rebuilding, choosing the right relationships becomes one of the most critical decisions you can make. The right people provide support, wisdom, and encouragement to keep you on track, while the wrong ones can drain your energy, sow doubt, and hinder your progress. The first step in surrounding yourself with the right people is to evaluate your current relationships. Not everyone who is in your life at the moment may be equipped to support your journey of rebuilding. Some people might be tied to the version of you that you are leaving behind, unable or unwilling to see the potential of who you are becoming. Others may have good intentions but unknowingly contribute negativity or doubt. It's important to assess these connections honestly and identify which relationships align with your goals and which do not. Once you've identified the relationships that support your growth, it's equally important to nurture them. Building strong, positive connections requires effort and reciprocity. Take the time to communicate openly with the people who matter, share your goals and challenges, and express your gratitude for their presence in your life. Relationships thrive on trust and mutual respect, so be intentional about investing in those that bring out the best in you and create a sense of mutual empowerment. At the same time, it may be necessary to distance yourself from toxic or draining relationships. This can be one of the most challenging aspects of rebuilding because it often involves letting go of people who have been a significant part of your life. However, if a relationship consistently undermines your confidence, adds unnecessary stress, or conflicts with your vision for the future, it may be time to set boundaries or move on. This isn't about judgment or resentment, it's about recognizing that not everyone is meant to walk every part of your journey with you. Surrounding yourself with the right people also means seeking out new connections that align with your values and aspirations. These could be mentors, friends, colleagues, or members of a community that shares your interests and goals. The people you associate with should inspire you to think bigger, aim higher, and challenge yourself to grow. They should be individuals who embody qualities you admire, such as resilience, wisdom, positivity, and determination. These connections can provide fresh perspectives, guidance, and encouragement as you navigate the rebuilding process. One of the most valuable relationships you can cultivate is with a mentor. A mentor is someone who has walked a similar path and can offer insights, advice, and support based on their experiences. They can help you avoid common pitfalls, recognize opportunities, and stay focused on your goals. Finding a mentor requires humility and a willingness to learn, but the guidance they provide can be invaluable in helping you rebuild your life effectively. In addition to mentors, peers play a crucial role in your journey. Surround yourself with people who are striving toward their own goals and can relate to the challenges of rebuilding. These individuals can offer camaraderie, accountability, and mutual encouragement. Sharing your struggles and successes with others who understand what you're going through creates a sense of belonging and helps you stay motivated. Together you can celebrate milestones, exchange ideas, and provide the kind of support that only comes from shared experiences. The right people don't just support your progress, they challenge you to grow. They hold you accountable to your potential and encourage you to push beyond your comfort zone. While encouragement is vital, constructive feedback is equally important. Surrounding yourself with people who will tell you the truth, even when it's uncomfortable, helps you identify blind spots and make necessary adjustments. Growth often comes from being stretched, and the right relationships will inspire you to become the best version of yourself. Surrounding yourself with the right people also means embracing diversity in your connections. Seek out relationships with individuals from different backgrounds, experiences, and perspectives. This diversity broadens your understanding, sparks creativity, and helps you see opportunities you might have otherwise overlooked. The richness of varied relationships enhances your ability to adapt and grow, giving you new tools and ideas to rebuild your life with strength and purpose. It's important to remember that relationships are not just about what you receive, they are about what you give. Being a source of support, encouragement, and positivity to others creates a cycle of empowerment that benefits everyone involved. When you contribute to the growth and well-being of those around you, you not only strengthen those relationships, but also reinforce your own sense of purpose and connection. Surrounding yourself with the right people is not about creating a perfect circle of relationships. It's about being intentional in choosing connections that align with your goals and values and being willing to let go of those that don't. It's about seeking out individuals who inspire, challenge, and support you, while also committing to being that same kind of presence for others. Relationships are a powerful force in shaping your life, and by surrounding yourself with the right people, you create an environment that fosters growth, resilience, and success. Embrace change and uncertainty as essential parts of the rebuilding process. When life falls apart, it's often because the structures, routines, and assumptions you once relied on no longer serve you. Rebuilding requires stepping into the unknown and navigating through unfamiliar territory. This can be uncomfortable and even frightening, but it's in the midst of change and uncertainty that transformation takes place. Rather than resisting it, you must learn to accept and even embrace it as an opportunity to grow, adapt, and discover new possibilities. Change is inevitable. Life is in a constant state of flux, and attempting to hold on to what was can only delay your progress. When you embrace change, you shift your perspective from one of fear to one of curiosity and openness. You begin to see change not as a threat, but as a catalyst for new beginnings. It allows you to let go of the past and make room for the future. This mindset doesn't mean you dismiss the pain or challenges that come with change, but it does mean you recognize them as temporary steps towards something greater. Uncertainty often accompanies change, and it's one of the most challenging aspects to navigate. As humans, we naturally seek stability and predictability, but the process of rebuilding rarely provides those comforts. Embracing uncertainty requires developing a sense of trust in the journey, even when you can't see the full path ahead. It's about learning to live in the present moment and taking one step at a time, knowing that clarity will come with action. Uncertainty isn't something to fear, it's a space of possibility where new ideas, opportunities, and directions can emerge. One of the keys to embracing change and uncertainty is cultivating adaptability. This means being flexible and open to adjusting your plans as needed. When you hold too tightly to a specific outcome or way of doing things, you risk becoming rigid and resistant to opportunities that may arise. Adaptability allows you to pivot when circumstances shift and find new ways to achieve your goals. It's not about abandoning your vision, but about being willing to explore different paths to get there. This flexibility is a strength that helps you thrive in the face of unexpected challenges. Another important aspect of embracing change is letting go of what no longer serves you. This might include habits, mindsets, relationships, or even aspects of your identity that are tied to the past. Letting go can be painful, as it often involves stepping away from what feels familiar or comfortable. However, clinging to the old prevents you from fully stepping into the new. It's a process of shedding the weight of what's no longer aligned with your growth and making room for what is. Letting go is not about forgetting or dismissing the past. It's about honoring it for what it taught you and moving forward with the lessons it provided. Change also requires you to step out of your comfort zone. Rebuilding your life means taking risks, trying new things, and facing the unknown. It's natural to feel hesitant or fearful when stepping into unfamiliar territory, but growth doesn't happen in the comfort zone. Each time you take a step beyond what feels safe, you expand your capacity for resilience and courage. The discomfort you feel is a sign that you're stretching yourself, and over time, what once felt difficult becomes a source of strength. One of the most powerful ways to embrace change and uncertainty is by reframing your perspective on failure. In the process of rebuilding, setbacks and mistakes are inevitable, but they are not the end of the journey. Failure is not a reflection of your worth or potential. It's a natural part of learning and growth. When you view failure as feedback, it becomes a valuable teacher that guides you toward better choices and strategies. Every misstep brings you closer to understanding what works and what doesn't, and each lesson strengthens your ability to navigate future challenges. Resilience is another crucial quality when embracing change and uncertainty. Resilience is the ability to bounce back from setbacks and keep moving forward, even when the road gets tough. It's about maintaining a sense of hope and determination in the face of adversity. Resilience doesn't mean you won't feel pain or frustration. It means you don't allow those feelings to stop you from progressing. Developing resilience involves cultivating a positive mindset, building a strong support system, and practicing self-care to maintain your physical and emotional well-being. Self-awareness is essential during times of change. As you rebuild, take the time to reflect on your values, goals, and priorities. Change can often clarify what truly matters to you and help you align your life with those principles. Use uncertainty as an opportunity to reconnect with yourself and redefine what success and fulfillment mean to you. This self-awareness will guide your decisions and help you navigate change with intention and clarity. Finally, embracing change and uncertainty requires faith in the process and in the possibility of a better future. It's about trusting that even when you can't see the entire picture, each step you take is part of a greater journey. Faith allows you to move forward with confidence, even when the path is unclear. It reminds you that the unknown is not something to fear, but something to explore. By embracing change and uncertainty, you open yourself to the endless possibilities that lie ahead and create the space for growth, transformation, and renewal.